How does it feel to be 7-2 right now?
It feels amazing. I gotta say, it feels good.
Because again, I just kind of recounted, being a Jet and a Giant and having all of those times, and I'll revisit that just in a brief bit briefly with you. But I do want to talk about your current situation first and how things have changed over there. You arrived just a couple of seasons ago. Mike Macdonald did as well. What is clicking and working for you there that you can put your finger on, Leonard?
I think it's just the identity that we're creating in the house that, Coach Mike has done a tremendous job of doing in his 2 years here so far. And, we just create such a hard work ethic. We believe in process over results. So we learned that, after a win, to stay humble, go back to the process. It's not about the results, and vice versa after a loss. It's just always going back to our process. And I think we are creating a tremendous amount of just belief in our team and belief in our coaching staff and belief in one another.
Well, obviously that's not easy to do. Again, you're the way that you were born into this league and how you went through some rough times trying to win football games with your teammates. And I'm sure all the coaches that you had there wanted to instill the same thing, but were unable to do that. What is Mike Macdonald's superpower in that respect, Leonard?
I mean, I would just say the trust that the players have from him comes from just his knowledge of the game. You can tell I'm a defensive player. He's the defensive coach. So I'm speaking from, firsthand experience that, he's a smart coach. He knows what he's doing. He puts his players in position to win. And he also coaches all of us differently. He knows that we all have different strengths, different weaknesses. He's not going to expect one person to do something the exact same way as the next guy. And he allows like a good blend of it being like, his principles and the way that he wants things, but also allowing the players to have a role and take the keys of the team as well. And, we have a big, back and forth with the coaches and players that creates a more symbiotic type of situation.
So, yeah, I mean, Pete Carroll's last year was your first year there, and then obviously Macdonald shows up. How have things been different from year one to year two with Mike Macdonald that you might be able to point out, Leonard?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, I love Pete Carroll. I'm so happy that he traded me here. He was a big players coach, had a lot of fun. And I think Mike came in and, they're just very different personalities, I would say. I think Mike had to learn the social aspect because he was such a, X's and O's type of guy. And Pete was a very social guy. He had the team very bonded. And I think Mike has done a good job of now learning the social aspect and being able to incorporate both his knowledge of the game and now learning how to also be really sociable and a player's coach as well. And I think, those are the best type of coaches to me that, know the game, know football, know the X's and O's, and also are personable and can get along with the players and that sort of, that stuff.
Yeah, and it just is all working. I mean, this thing was a wrap almost right away yesterday. And what is that like to be on a team? You're watching your teammate DeMarcus Lawrence return 2 to the house like that, and you know what it's like when the 12s start getting wound up in that crowd. It's just a big momentum shift that is so tough for the opponent to overcome. What is that like, Leonard? If you can describe that.
I mean, it's huge. It feels amazing. My whole career, I've heard this term, you're either playing meaningful football in December or you're not. And a lot of times in my career, I was not playing meaningful football in December, and it makes the season feel really long. You're out there playing, knowing you're not going to the playoffs, and it just makes the season feel hard and long and dragged out. Whereas like now there's like excitement in the building. There's, people are looking forward to that next game. People are looking forward to the future. We're playing meaningful football in December. Guys are rooting and cheering for each other and looking forward to going against good opponents, looking forward to just getting better every week. And it's just been an amazing, amazing time this year.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.